study notes because future you will be grateful for it.
A guitar isn't everything, so don't stress too much about it.
Get plenty of sleep before year 12 hits. Probably pick subjects that you enjoy because you'll be stuck with them for a while.
Don't be afraid to drop maths. It might be the best decision on your life.
I think the main thing is make the most of every moment. It's so short, but just enjoy everything. Also, pick ancient history because it's elite.
Don't be afraid to ask the teachers for help because they are actually genuinely so much help.
Keep everything in perspective and don't overthink these things.
My advice to future year 12s is, if tomorrow ain't the due date, today ain't the due date.
Do not spend all your money in canteens.
Don't overstress it, you put too much complication on yourself, you're just gonna flunk it, you're gonna stuff up. If you just relax, take your time, put all the things you want in order, you'll get through it, you'll set yourself up.
In class, ask any questions that come to mind because I guarantee I've asked a stupider one.
Do the things that make you happy and hang out with the people who make you happy.
Don't waste your time in the canteen. Just cry and move on.
Prioritize your mental health.
Make the most of each class you have and try not to drive your teachers too crazy in the last year.
My advice would probably be don't start your assignments the night before because it's just not worth it. Choose your mental advisor.
My advice is, if you want the highest marks possible, just churn out practice papers. Your teachers are there for a reason. They'll be more than happy to mark them for you, and the best way to get feedback is just genuinely improve your marks.
Read and don't go to bed at 3 a.m. the night before 2 exams. I learned the hard way.
It's okay to waste your freeze.
Okay, so make sure you get your early entries in and make sure you memorize the essays because teachers will tell you otherwise.
Don't be sad about it. Like,
Have fun, don't stress too much because at the end of the day, life moves on.
My advice would be to do things that make you feel fulfilling and that makes you truly happy. Don't worry about other people. Focus on what you want to do.
I'd say obviously I would say work hard, but then I would also say really focus on and cherish your classmates and your teachers.
Pears are the fruit of life.
My advice would be just have fun with the year. It's the last of everything, and make new friends. It's a fun year to say the least.
My advice is to have fun and to make as many memories as you can and take photos and videos of those memories because you'll want to remember them.
Even though, you may not enjoy school, just remember every moment because they are one of the best of our lives.
Just have fun and enjoy it. So, my advice, my homies, is to make the most of every day, have fun, just, work hard at what you do, It's your last year of school, so just have fun, spend quality time with the people around you and, just build yourself to become the best person you can possibly be. Peace.
Welcome to Final Chapel. My name is Mia.
My name is Underlay.
And we are your Vice Captains for 2022. Hello students, teachers and parents. Welcome to the final Year 12 Chapel where we reflect on our achievements and memories of our time together. As we are fastly approaching the end of our school journey, we come together to celebrate the closing of an era and the entering of a new chapter. Firstly, we'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we learn, the Pambalong clan of the Awabakal Nation, and pay my respects to the elders past and present. I extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in our school community.
Please bow your heads as I start us with prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us here today on this special day, this day where we get to celebrate the time you've blessed us to be together. Please stay with us and guide us as we open this new chapter in our journeys, and please stay with us and help us keep each other in our hearts. In your name we pray, amen.
please stand with us for the national anthem?
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the woods. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime, so let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind of the sea, like a sea dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for. But then I guess we know there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better. And because I knew you, because I knew you, because I knew you, changed for good.
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Greetings, parents, staff, and students. It's been a long journey to get here, as I'm sure you all know. And it's hard to believe that we're standing here about to begin the next chapter of our lives after the hurdle that is the HSC.
Looking back at year 7, it feels like it was just yesterday. There was the first soccer match on the Oval, the first quest class, the first crush. After many lunchtimes spent lining up for food in the canteen, the late nights spent agonizing over reports due the next day, and several lockdowns, we have made it.
We are so grateful to be part of such a resilient and fun, unique cohort. And nothing has made us stronger than those combined study periods in the common room where we could barely hear over ourselves.
But honestly, we have learnt through our years at school and the change of our learning environments that school really is the people that are with you. And without our friends and fellow Year 12s by our side, school wouldn't be the same.
We wouldn't have some of the most iconic memories of our school experience so far, like when we had to leave Byron Bay at 1 a.m. in the morning because COVID followed us to camp.
The iconic whiteboard polls and drawings which saw the infamous wheels versus doors debate on March 2022.
Having Kevin Rudd as our common room mascot.
JJ's iconic film club, Keeping It Real.
Miss Martin taking a class photo, which was actually Katinka's Be Real, and Dr. Yulden calling the new sports centre sign lit in 2018.
The slightly uncoordinated acrobatics events in the common room, and the 3-year-old syrup in the fridge.
When Brock, Nick, and Eddie drank Emily Gerard's toilet water that she had for a biology experiment, thinking it was just normal water.
When Emily Gerard's got flagged by IT on multiple occasions for her search history, which was genuinely just class research in biology class.
Year 9 camp, an experience in extreme cold, -7 degrees, sleepless nights and fun.
When we all tried to aim for Mr. Ronfeld's shiny head in paintball, and the many, many competitive Jeopardy games.
And finally, Mr. Scully's wise advice to us all to not lick the PowerPoints.
All the challenges we have faced, all the experiences we have had as a collective, have made us nothing less than a family. Whether you're an OG original from primary school or joined in later, it doesn't matter. What matters is that we have struggled together. We've shared tears together. Heck, we've probably yelled at each other. But we've also laughed together.
We've celebrated together, made memories together, all the things that have brought us together in this family. And now we finally say farewell together. But hey, I think I speak for everyone when I say I'm proud of how far we've come, how far we have grown, and how far we will continue to grow as we enter this new chapter of our lives.
And I think what's really special about our cohort is that, like we've said, we've been highly resilient to many challenges, especially over the last few years. However, despite these challenges, every single student in our year has accomplished so many incredible things over the last 6 years. So we'd like to take this opportunity to tell you about a few of the very many Year 12 achievements and accomplishments over our time in high school.
Andale was nominated for Onstage for his HSC drama performance, and Bella Parker received a scholarship to Hunter Drama for her incredible acting.
Emily Dobbins and Millie Rowan both represented Australia at the International Children's Games in Israel, Emily for swimming and Millie for tennis.
Bridge Ingray has made the 2023 New South Wales golf team, and Paris Cagney has ranked in the top 5 tennis players in Australia for her age group.
Nicole Nelms, one of the most talented people I know, was paid to play at Parliament House and the Sydney Opera House.
Gerald Williams was a finalist in the National Open Men's Parkour competition.
Hannah Rowe made the state New South Wales basketball team. Sahani Jones has made a beautiful commissioned artworks.
And these are just a few of the very many achievements made by our cohort, which I hope is an indication of the hard work and dedication we've all put in over the last 6 years. This final chapel is a celebration of all of us and what we have achieved and what is yet to come. Throughout our journey in high school, it's fair to say that we've all grown so much.
We have grown in our personalities, we have grown in our skill sets, and some of us quite literally have grown in our height. I'm looking at you, Nav and Nick G. I remember when I first started high school. I was a quiet, skinny little Indian kid. If you told me that in 6 years I'd be standing up on a stage delivering a speech to all of you, I would not have believed it. But yet, here I am. Perhaps the greatest gift, Perhaps the greatest gift school has blessed us all with is the ability to discover ourselves, our interests, the type of person that we want to be when we leave this place.
In a year filled with lasts, last classes, last sport carnivals, last moments in the common room, the last 2:50 school bell, we want to celebrate the first that we are going on to experience. For the first exam, the first sleep-in after the HSC, the first day of work, of university, the first of many new chapters.
We are all indeed grateful for the opportunities that this school has given us, for the epic classmates, the teachers that we have come to know that have helped us in our journey through life. People that have helped us become more than just friends, but a part of who we are. We would like to thank all the parents as well who have helped and provided us throughout this school journey. We could not have done it without you.
So congratulations, Year 12. You've done so incredibly well, and I wish you all the best of luck in the future.
Wherever you're going next year, whether it be into the workforce or a higher level of education or a year abroad for 10 years on a long boat trip just to recover from the HSC, we wish you the best of luck and we'll see you next term.
Brothers and sisters, you are all destined for success. Each and every one of you has become stronger, more confident, and more intelligent individuals who will leave a massive footprint on this earth.
As you enter this new chapter in your lives, I would like to leave you with these wise words of motivational speaker and philosopher, Mr. Woolley. Don't be afraid to fail, because only through failure can you learn and finally soar.
Congratulations, class of 2022!
This special item I might introduce us is the Year 12 music class plus Braden and Aaliyah, who have also been really involved in our music program over this high school. So we wanted to include not just the only people who have been part of the music program, but just some of them.
Who am I that the highest king would welcome me? I was lost, but he brought me in. Oh, his love for me. Oh, his love for me. Who the sun sets free, always free indeed. I'm a child of God. has ransomed me. His grace was deep. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Yes, He died for me. Who the Son sets free, always free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am who you say I am. Who the Son sets free, always free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name's Mr. Aaron Hodges. I'm the Assistant Principal for Student Wellbeing here at Macquarie College. I would like to just welcome all of our special guest parents, family members here today. In a moment, I'm going to invite up Dr. David Fox and Nicole Dobbins to come and share on behalf of all the parents. But before I do that, Year 12, I would like you in a moment to stand up, eyeball your parent or your friend or somebody that's here, and just in that eyeball, thank them for 13 years of incredible support. So stand up, Year 12, turn around, have a look, see who you can see here. Make sure you give them a big eyeball and say thank you, I love you signs, all those kind of things. And then grab a seat. And let's welcome Dr. David Fox and Nicole Dobbins to the stage. I'll move this stuff for you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, and thank you for that introduction. Guardians, parents, grandparents, and people who love the students of Macquarie Year 12. My name's Nicole, and I'm Emily's mum, and this is David Fox, Sophie's dad. And today we celebrate the completion of 13 years of these young adults' school education. Year 12, your graduation is a symbol of change, of progression, and of moving on to new adventures. Take a moment to celebrate what you've achieved so far and appreciate the memories that this part of your education has given you.
So we speak today on behalf of like-minded parents, guardians and carers who entrusted Macquarie College to not only educate you, but to reinforce the shared values that we instill in you at home. For most of us, it was a decision not made lightly and based on what we believed would provide a well-rounded, balanced approach to your education and character development. I think we can all agree that we couldn't be prouder of the well-rounded young people sitting in front of us today.
So much hard work and determination has brought you to this point in your life. For most, there have been days of struggle, broken friendships, maybe even failure along the way. Each and every one of you has faced and overcome many obstacles in the past 13 years. And while you may not have realised it at the time, the obstacles, like the adventures you disliked on school camp, or the temperature, the subjects that took you out of your comfort zone, or navigating challenging relationships, have all shaped the young people that you've become today. Hopefully you've also had some fun and built lasting friendships and memories to treasure along the way. All of these experiences, the good and not so good, have prepared you for the next chapter of your life, where you're no longer growing up, but now you're all grown up. The hasty retreat back from Year 11 camp at midnight, or the bus breakdown that saw the Year 12 writing retreat stranded for the day at the pub on the outskirts of Armidale, has shown you that even the best laid plans sometimes go astray, and that a flexible attitude and the ability to see the funny side of things are necessary skills that will help you navigate your way through life's ups and downs.
So growth, development and character. So you entered this school as very young people, children or teenagers, anxious to find some comfort and security in a new and exciting, slightly intimidating environment. And each of you had a significant amount of growth and development ahead. You grew during your time at school, and as defined by Merriam-Webster dictionary, growth is a stage or condition in increasing, developing, or maturing, and two, a natural process of increasing in size. So while growing during the school day, you'll have eaten during the last 13 years about 2,500 lunches and taken more than 16 million breaths, amounting to about 8 million litres of air. You drank on average about 13,000 litres of water, and you left about half of that at school. Thank you, Emily. So between a lot of you, you pretty much filled a quarter of an Olympic swimming pool. So isn't that quite the thought? Growth is a process that takes place between birth and adulthood generally, and tends to be external in nature, and therefore able to be easily measured. Some of the more obvious signs that this has happened is that a number of you are well over 6 feet tall. And of course, Emily, you're tall. My Sophie, not so much. And of course, as mentioned, little Nick Gillard isn't little anymore. But there is a limit to growth, and it's a process that stops at a particular point. And as young adults, most of you are close to fully grown. Growing, like many things in life, is fun and difficult, rewarding and embarrassing. In the early years of school, there was more than one of you who accidentally swallowed a tooth that had come loose as you ate your lunch, played sport, and just played with the loose tooth during class. How many people pulled their tooth out during class? Yeah, a few of you. JJ Pillay was quiet and shy in the early years, I remember that. Yeah. For most parents, there would be half-closed chocolate milk bottles placed carefully back in the school bag to be discovered later, drenching everything in the bag. And let's recognise the mouldy lunch boxes, the apple cores, and well, there's stuff we don't even want or don't even want to think about. Later, there were stories of squeaking voices while the boys in junior high school were reading during English. And if Paris could kindly not break any bones on the way out of the building. Or on the soccer oval, that would be great. And Millie, the same applies, please. Then there were the dreams of what to do when grown up. Work didn't seem very appealing, so Nicole Nelms and a few others liked the idea of riding horses for a living. But this is more reflective of development, which is more indirectly measured. It's reflected in how you mature and treat yourself and others.
Development as a person is more complex and nuanced. Most of you don't cry in the classroom anymore, although you may have felt like it more recently. Your relationships change and mature, mostly, Some friends enter your life early in school only to exit later, and then some return again. Our taste in things change, clothes, music, school subjects, and that is both normal and important. So how have you developed as a person, and how does this relate to where you're sitting now? Your kindergarten photographs capture a moment in time. Gappy teeth and small children smile back at us, and they're a stark contrast to the young adults that sit before us today. And that's just the physical changes. Just think how much you've changed inside and out in a dozen years, and then think about how things will change in 24 years or 36, with travel, homes, families. As you've moved through school, you've spent just as much time here on weekdays as you have at home. Your classmates were vital to how you've matured as a person. The teachers and the environment here were pivotal and have shaped and supported you. So you're now more able to interact with the world, more likely to be able to strive for what you want. But the catch is that life is a continuous journey of learning, and sadly we don't ever fully master it at any one point. And that may be the frustrating part. Just as you master one skill and figure out one domain or gain glory in one area, you recognise that there is a number of others that you need, and the circumstances have changed. So where can you start?
Character. These are the elements of our person that guide and direct our energy and our focus. You will fail and you'll get hurt. This is unavoidable and sadly the most effective way to develop as a person. But each of you will be a leader in your own way, whether it's within your family, work group or social network. And the most interesting thing is that leaders don't learn from success. In 2011, 2 academics reported their finding on leadership and succeeding in the Harvard Business Review, and they made 3 important findings. The first is the inclination to what psychologists call fundamental attribution errors. When we succeed, we're likely to conclude that our talents or our current model or strategy are the reasons. We also give short shrift to the part of environmental factors and random events, or luck, that should have played. Sometimes we're lucky, but we have the choice to make the effort and put ourselves in a place where it's possible to be lucky. And the second is overconfidence bias. Success increases our self-assurance. Faith in ourselves is a good thing, of course, but too much of it can lead us to believe we don't need to change anything. And the third is failure to ask why syndrome. The tendency not to investigate the causes of good performance systematically. When executives and their teams suffer from this syndrome, they don't ask the tough questions that would help them expand their knowledge or their skills, or alter their assumptions about how the world works. So failing will be your best friend, in a good sense. That's how you're going to learn.
But what will help you get back up and keep going is the optimism, the grit, the curiosity, the generosity, and the gratitude that you have. Because ultimately, these are the elements that having a higher calling gives you. The drive and the desire to make the world a better place for your fellow travellers. We have a range of faiths represented at Macquarie, and for some of you, this will be an invaluable companion as you move through life. So what has made your Macquarie College experience unique? One thing that stands out to us is the diversity. In addition to the diverse academic and character traits amongst you, there is also diversity of backgrounds, both cultural and religious, within the school. This diversity has allowed you as students to consider the perspectives and opinions beyond those you had already formed or were shaped early in life by family and friends. When diversity is embraced, it broadens our understanding, acceptance, and awareness of different values and traditions, and provides an opportunity to examine the world in fresh new ways. There is also diversity in the curriculum offered here. You all entered school with your own unique strengths and gifts, and a desire to become your own person. The curriculum has encouraged you to pursue those strengths and become the best that you can be. As we've just seen, the musicians have flourished, and the sports people have represented the school in many, many sports and taken many, many days off school. Emily, Bridge, you know who you are, others. It's also allowed the academic to excel and the creative to well create. There have been opportunities for all to pursue their passion or perhaps to ignite a new passion somewhere along the way.
So we'd like to take this opportunity to thank the teachers who have gone above and beyond to be available for their students. First it's teachers, then as mentors. We thank you for encouraging a culture of inclusiveness, for the high standard of education, and for the guidance and values you've reinforced along the way. Year 12, when days have been missed at school or extra support has been needed, your teachers have worked with you to catch up the work and provide additional support. Teachers, your commitment is reflected in the successes of the graduating class of 2022. So where to start on thanks? Mr. Owen Deanshaw, running the school of this size requires a unique constitution and dedication, so thank you. Ms. Tonya Bentley, your ability to shoulder the responsibilities is recognised and appreciated. Mr. Aaron Williams, David Chapman and Aaron Hodges, thank you. You're the sharp end of a very large sword. We appreciate that. These efforts have been reflected in successes in a range of activities, an impressive array of sporting activities and victories, musical and cultural, social, and just as importantly, as each and every student has been present and participated as a member of the 2022 graduating class. On a personal note, and I think one that will be reflected in the adults in this room, a teacher has an indelible impact on a student. And I certainly remember the teacher who found me swinging from the ceiling fan in grade 3. And I also remember the sound of the metre-long metal reinforced ruler whizzing above my head as I ran away. Schools are different these days.
Graduating class of 2022, you have certainly stamped an impression on the teachers and the younger students of this school. We have heard repeatedly that you are indeed an extraordinary group of young people, a group that will be missed as individuals and the characters that you are, and for the leaders that you have become within the school. But graduation, while it's the end of your time here at Macquarie, is not the end, but the beginning of the next adventure in your lives. Your graduation serves as a launching pad, projecting you into the future, whether that be into a career, travel and adventure, a trade, or further education.
We're well aware as parents, carers and extended family of you that the next month will be challenging. You'll be tired and nervous, and believe it or not, we will also. We'll be anxious for you and we'll be cheering you on. On days you're feeling overwhelmed, lean on your friends, your faith and those around you who care about you. Don't be afraid to ask for help. As an Adventist, I'll be praying for you, knowing that you are loved and cared for. And echoing Nicole's observation before, I know that there is a diverse group of people here today with a range of faiths and beliefs. And although I can't recount all of them, here are some encouraging and inspiring words from just a few. In the Bible, it's written, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." In the Quran, "Do not lose hope nor be sad. If you are true believers, you have the upper hand." And from the Atharva Veda, "Life without goodness, good thoughts, good actions and good words is like the sky in the night without the moon or the stars."
When you were young, as parents, we held your hand and held you close, guiding and protecting you the best that we could. But now it's time for us to let go and be patient with us as we learn how to do this, for it's not an easy task. But we look at this capable and accomplished class of 2022 and we know that you're ready. Steve Jobs, former CEO of Apple, who passed away in 2011, was quoted as saying, "I think the things you regret most in life are the things you didn't do." Some of life's greatest joys and satisfaction comes from living a life outside of your comfort zone, where we're challenged to live vulnerably and authentically. Class of 2022, we wish for you not to live sheltered lives, but to take with you the learnings from the past 13 years and bravely live your purpose, blaze your own trail and create an amazing life that is fulfilling beyond your wildest dreams. Your life is your story, and the adventure ahead of you is the journey to fulfill your own purpose and your potential.
So you now have a world full of ideas, possibilities and opportunities. Pursue them knowing that the most valuable asset and amazing outcome to date has already been built and achieved. You. You are now ready to start with the amazing advantage that each step of schooling, including Macquarie, has prepared you for the broader world.
10 short minutes ago, I mentioned to you that you should take a moment to celebrate what you've achieved so far and appreciate the memories that this part of your education has given you. Please recognise that time moves quickly. The energy and determination of the people who guided your education created an amazing product, and that's you.
So, Year 12, we wish you all the very best.
Good luck, graduating class of 2022.
tears, but also smiles. That was beautiful, Year 12. My name's Mr. Joshua Brown. I am the leader of the Humanities Learning area, and we're moving into the more formal academic presentation side of today's service, and I'm here to present some awards for the humanities area. So the humanities encompasses English, history, geography, languages, business studies, economics, and legal studies. It is our pleasure to acknowledge the following students who have achieved the highest academic marks across each of these subject areas. Their names will come up on the screen momentarily. And please join me in recognising their achievements. These students will receive a certificate post this event, and we offer our warmest congratulations to all the recipients of the 2022 Honour Roll in the humanities. Well done to each of you. One student is awarded the title of Humanities Excellence. The awardee will obtain an engraved medallion and certificate. The 2022 Humanities Award goes to the student with the highest aggregate mark across each of the humanities learning areas. The 2022 recipient is Braden Halliday. Please welcome him to the stage.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Mrs. Rebecca Fletcher, and it's my great pleasure to be the Student Life Learning Leader. Student Life encompasses religion, Kappa and PDHPE. Sport, spiritual development and performing arts forms an integral part of who we are as a learning community at MC. And we're most grateful for the contributions that our students across these subject areas give us, so thank you. It is my pleasure to acknowledge the following students who have achieved the highest academic marks across each of these subjects. Please join us in celebrating their achievements as their names come up on the screen. Congratulations to our 2022 Student Life Honour Roll students. Thank you and well done. One student is awarded the title of Student Life Excellence. This awardee will obtain an engraved medallion and certificate. This award is given to the student with the highest aggregate mark across the Student Life Learning area. And it's my great pleasure to announce that the Student Life Award goes to Malika Knapp. Please welcome her.
Hi, I am Debbie McCord, the Senior School STEM Leader. STEM is the science, technology, engineering and maths subjects in the Senior School. The technical and applied learning, design, industry focus and practical application of skills learned across these subject areas is to be commended. It's my pleasure to acknowledge the following students who have achieved the highest academic marks across the STEM subjects. Please join us in celebrating their achievements. Congratulations to our Honour Roll recipients for the 2022 STEM. One student is awarded the title of STEM Excellence. The 2022 STEM Award goes to Sahani Jones.
Good morning, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here. I'm Tonya Bentley. I'm the Deputy Principal here at MC. Well, Year 12, I can't see you behind the microphone. Can you believe that you are here? Our class of 2012 and your formal schooling is almost coming to an end. Does anyone know or remember the year that you started kindy? 2010. Seems like yesterday, but it was a long time ago. In fact, you started kindy 4,646 days ago. You started Year 7 2,091 days ago. And Year 12 last year started just 353 days ago. How time flies. With this in mind, I've just got a few thoughts to share with you. My first thought or piece of advice is be present in the now. It's so easy to get caught up with what's coming up or be consumed by worrying about the future. Focusing on what's yet to come can rob you of the joy in today and in this moment. Think about a challenging experience that you've had just in the last 12 months. How much time did you spend worrying about it? And how much did that actually help you? And what did you miss out on because of that worry? Today is your Year 12 Chapel Day. This day is never going to happen again, so enjoy it. Enjoy the time with your family and friends. And in the Bible in Matthew it talks about that we shouldn't worry about tomorrow because tomorrow will worry about itself. It's wise advice. Time flies, be present. Be brave. I was chatting to a Year 10 student a little while ago who was trying to decide whether he should apply to be a house captain. And I said to him, why are you wanting to apply? And he said, well, I think it'd be a cool opportunity. People tell me that I'd be great at leadership. And I said, well, why aren't you applying? Oh, I'm not so great at public speaking and it's actually all a bit scary. I said, well, just because you're frightened and something's a bit scary is not good enough a reason to give it a go. Don't let fear be the reason you don't take an opportunity or try something that you actually really want to try. Well, that Year 10 student did apply and is now one of our incoming house captains. It's easy to shy away from challenges because you're scared, you're intimidated, or you're worried. Think about a time when you were brave and you pushed through the fear, and a time maybe when you weren't so brave and you didn't push through. Learn from those times and draw on those learnings when you're faced with challenges, because you will be faced with more challenges. God has created greatness in every single one of you. You're incredibly talented and capable. Believe in yourself, we all do. Back yourself, we back you. Be brave and take on your dreams and aspirations. MC is your family and it will always be your family. You are now becoming MC alumni. Your teachers and the staff at MC only want the very, very best for you and they care deeply about you. Your teachers and the staff at MC are incredibly proud of you. And today is a really awesome day for them as well. They have devoted huge amounts of time and energy into supporting you because they care. That care doesn't end the moment you leave MC. So, stay in touch. Come back and visit us. We'd love to hear from you and hear what you've been up to. Congratulations, Year 12. We are incredibly proud of you and we can't wait to hear about the fabulous adventures that you're about to step into. Join with me to congratulate our graduating class of 2022.
I just invite you to bow your heads as I pray a final prayer of dedication upon our Year 12 class. Father God, you've been present here this morning. You've heard the words that have been spoken. You've listened to the music. You've sensed the joy, perhaps also a little bit of fear in regards to next steps for some of our young people in Year 12. But you also know, Father, the plans that you have for each one of them. As they take this next step, as they move into a break, as they prepare for HSC exams, as for some prepare for travel to Nepal, certainly with the Year 12 formal yet to happen and the year-end program, where we finally say goodbye to them, we just pray, Father, that over these coming weeks that you'll go before them, light the path, that they may step forward confidently and follow in the ways that they've been taught, the trust that they've been taught to have in you in their time here at Macquarie. We just pray a blessing upon them, Father, as parents, as grandparents, as carers, as guardians, as staff here at Macquarie who've had the privilege of playing just a small part in their lives in some cases over the last 13 or more years. We just want to pray a blessing upon them, Father, and as they leave our care, we pray that they will continue in your care. We ask all of this in your name. Amen.